nice was it to get 5 balls, six in the first inning?
It was really nice. We kind of stuck to our plan a little bit, and we were able to come out and jump on top of them early, so that was really nice.
That was a point of focus, see if you could get runs on the board quick.
Yeah, I was just kind of hit the pitch to the right side and not try and do too much, don't try and lift the ball, and it worked out pretty well for us that first inning.
Are you really sick?
Yeah, I really am.
How did that affect you today?
Just a little bit energy-wise, I wasn't quite the same. I didn't have as much in me, but I just try to go out and hit my spots and work it that way, just because I got a little bit of sinus stuff going on, so.
Oh, so no, like not actual flu, just sinus?
No, I don't think I have the flu or anything. I think it's more sinus. I don't know if the allergies are getting me with it being so nice lately, but.
What do you think of the atmosphere at the park?
It was nice. It was really nice to see a full crowd out there today, especially with those bleachers out behind the field. So I think that was a big turning point for us too, that we did fill them, that, it'd kind of be a different story if we put those up and nobody showed up. So it was great, especially on a Thursday night. So
at the same time though, it seemed like behind the plate there was like a bunch of Portland State fans or something, right?
Yeah, there were seemed to be a lot of Portland State fans.
Did you want to send a message to them?
Yeah, I mean, they were really loud at the beginning of the game, and I kind of told the girls, like, before we huddled, let's kind of silence them. It's our house, that, they're not going to come in here and kind of bully us around. So I think it was a great.
Was that the goal at the beginning too? Like, hey, let's come out and show these guys, that we're the top team here.
Yeah, I mean, because we could have very easily sat back and got beat that game, and I think that 6 runs in the first inning was huge, even though we only ended up scoring 1 more throughout the rest of the game. Hello, Coach White.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
Mike, can you just give your thoughts on the first game and how you think the team performed?
Well, obviously the first inning was huge. Getting first of all shutting them out in the first innings and coming out and making the most of opportunities. Getting on with an infield hit and then a nice double down the line. Put the pressure on straight away, and I think that's what we had to do. Anna Bertrand is certainly a very, very good pitcher, and she could definitely play for most teams in this country. So it was one of those games where we kind of knew it would be a tough one with her out there on the mound, and I was real happy to come out of that first innings with 6 runs. I think that set the tone for the rest of the game.
Were you surprised that you were able to get to her like that so early in the game?
A little bit, yeah, but I just like the momentum we took out of that first innings. That was our goal, was to not let her settle into a rhythm, because once she gets into a rhythm, she's extremely difficult. She got a great changeup and she moves the ball around really well. So we didn't let her settle in, and that was big.
First ever regional here. How did it feel to just get the win? Show for the fans.
It felt good. We really enjoyed it out there tonight. Had a good turnout considering it was a Thursday night, and good support. Need to get our fans a little more rowdy, because Mississippi State's fans are only about maybe 30 strong, but they made a lot of noise, so our fans got to get a little louder. So that'd be good.
Looking out there and seeing the bleachers, I know it's kind of been a dream of yours, or something that you've discussed, getting a real stadium, so to speak. But seeing that was out there and those full during a game, were you able to notice that and kind of soak that in during the game, or were you too focused on what was going on?
Well, I was focused on what was going on, but I also sat out there in the early parts of the last game, or the late parts of the last game, and it's a great spot to watch the game. And like everybody says it coming in, they say it looks more like a stadium now. And so that's something that just even putting some seats out there made it feel a little more like a stadium, and something where we can show off a little bit rather than just something we're not so proud of.
Mike, how do you think Jessica did today?
I thought she did great in that first innings, and I think the 6th spot up there, and I've been out there on the mound myself. Sometimes you don't mean to let down, but in some ways you think, man, here, you just let down just a little bit, and then it's really hard to regain that momentum. And I think that's what we did as a team. Actually, we just let down that little bit, thought it was over, put her on coast control. And, and even looking at that last inning, as I told our team, is that leadoff hitter gets that little slap hit in that was just barely foul, and a couple of miss hits here and there, and before you know it, you got one of their best hitters up with the bases loaded, and they're one swing away from tying the game. So we need to have respect for the game and understand it can change awfully quickly.
How do you think you guys did tonight as compared to your regionals, opening the regionals the last 2 years? I mean, did you feel like you guys were more relaxed, more ready for the moment?
I think so. I think we attacked, which in the past we've sort of gone out and sort of waited for things to happen. And I think you saw that in the first game between BYU and Mississippi State. Both teams are kind of a little bit apprehensive, so to speak, and let opportunities go by early in the game. This time we didn't let any opportunities go by. We took control of the game, we seized the moment, and we did a much better job being aggressive.
And your thoughts on the game tomorrow morning?
Well, we know BYU. We played them each of the last 3 years. We know their changeup throws a lot of their pitcher throws a lot of changeups. So we have to be ready for that. That off-speed pitching. Hopefully we can do the same thing tomorrow as far as taking the ball the other way a little bit, not trying to pull the ball out of the yard. It's very hard to hit home runs off of changeup pitches. So we need to make sure we just drive the ball, get the ball in play, and make things happen.
Was it fun hitting tonight?
Yeah, no, it's actually been really fun getting to swing the bat again. Just kind of doing what I can, I guess.
She didn't even ask me, so I just
I didn't have to
just
even
go in
ask,
there.
so.
You seem to have a nice smile on your face when you got to slide into home.
Yeah, I honestly haven't slid in months, so I finally took that opportunity and ran with it. So.
Were you going to slide no matter what?
Yeah, I was sliding. I was not.
I held my
down.
breath, I tell you that much. I was like, no, what are you doing? But it's okay. She can handle herself. She does a good job. She's good, very athletic. So.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.